You know what? You are a liar. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Married to Medicine, Season 4, Episode 11. And as I said, you're a liar, Daron Cloud. If that's even your name, Cloud, Daron Clown, that's how you act. You're a liar. You and Lisa are the perfect pair. I never believe anything that comes out of either one of your mouths. All of this bullshit. One day. Who goes all the way to Hawaii to be there for one day? You could have stayed the fuck wherever you were. Then we have to go through a whole promenade about this sprained arm of yours. You tell Goofball, the mate, that you didn't really tell her anything because she's so used to your lies that it doesn't even require anything. And then you had the nerve to stand on camera and fucking say it. Well, I have my wife like this, so I tell her that. Really? Really? At that whole little situation where you were trying to tell them how to handle their wives, you all better listen up. Cecil, Dr. G, Grimace, y'all listen up. And Curtis, I'll get to you later. You all better not listen to little Slick Boy, because Slick Dick gonna get y'all in trouble. Because then none of y'all got wives that you could tell. Oh, and Daddy too. But I don't think he got no problem because Heavenly know not to play no games with him. But you all know not to sit around and play no games with your wives about telling them about what they going to do and how they going to do it and think you got it going on like that because you're going to be somewhere in Traction fucking around with Quad and Toya and child, even Mariah and Aiden. Ain't no better than to play with Mariah. Too tough. That shit ain't going down. And you know Simone's loud ass. She get 2 of them drinks and Cecil, your ass will be in a sling. Don't y'all listen to that slick dick motherfucker with his lying ass bullshit. He's simple. And his wife is simple. And that's why they got that simple shit going on. Motherfucker coming in there with that bullshit. They sitting up looking at him like, this motherfucker's lying. They ain't got no respect for you. That's the one thing. Now the women read his ass about being gay and shit, and they tear his ass up. The men don't even go, and that's so funny because you're usually men who will ride the shit out of you about some gay ass shit. Them men don't say a goddamn thing about him and that gay shit, but him and that lying ass bullshit and all that dismissive behavior, they ain't got no respect for her. Like, motherfucker. Get your ass over here. They don't even pay him any attention. They don't even give him enough thought to even figure out whether or not he's sweet or light in his loafers. They don't even give a fuck because he's so fucking ridiculous. So then you go on, you tell the men that you sprained your arm playing basketball. But Lisa, you told her it was something that happened in the ER. So which was it? You're a liar, bitch. And do you even remember what you were doing? I bet you do. And then I have some questions that I want to ask. You missed your flight in the bathroom. What were you doing in that bathroom, honey, that was so involved that you missed a whole motherfucking airplane, bitch? You were in this bathroom and you were so involved that a whole motherfucking airplane left you. What were you doing, bitch? And better yet, who were you doing, honey? Who were you in that bathroom with, Daron? Get on out of here. Them two are absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then after they did the whole, they did this whole thing, which was really nice. They did a rededication of their marriages. Of course, Mariah has her whole thing going on. I knew Bangladeshi was going to play that game, and she wasn't going. Anything to not do what the group is doing is what Mariah does. So we expected of her. Nobody even cares. It is what it is. Sit in the audience. Shut the fuck up. Love that shoe you had on yet again. But beyond your shoe, bitch, fuck you. Trying to start an argument. She's always, I'll get back to her too. She just, I'm a terror. I ain't really tore into her real good till now, but I'm going to get you today, bitch. So just hold on. Heavenly actually was the officiant, and she did a wonderful job. She really did. Because I was really shocked. I was like, oh, Lord, honey. Whew. Y'all sure about getting Jack Daniels' cousin, honey, to do this, honey? But she did a really good job. You really did. So some of you hanging out with Jewel Tankard is working. Something's rubbing off on you, and it's working. And I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because I don't even fuck with Jewel Tankard all like that. But hanging with her and being mentored by her, it is working for you. And it is. It's really rounding Heavenly out. And she's definitely more stomachable. Still shady than the motherfucker. She's still shady as hell. Because when they did the little pictures, because they went back and revisited the lookbook as well while they were there in Hawaii for Jackie. And Toya took a picture, and it was real nice. Toya did. Toya's comfortable with Toya. Much as she gets on my nerves. She laid over there, baby, on that rock, honey, and put that sand on her titties and said, honey, hit me. Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. I said, go ahead, Toya, bitch. Honey, she did that. And it was nice. Shut up, motherfucking Heavenly gonna say, Toya thinks that she has a quad body. But she doesn't. I said, oh! But she looked nice in her picture. And other pictures, Heavenly looked terrible. I was like, I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to go in too much about it. But because it was a nice gesture, everything was cool. And again, Bangladeshi. Anything to not do like everybody else. She just, always extra. Got to be leaning up against a tree with that fucking boot. I'd have took that boot and shoved it up her ass while we was in Hawaii. I really would. She's just ridiculous. But anyway, and fucking Lisa's picture. Lisa's picture was gorgeous. It really was. She looked very pretty. Very pretty. It looked so natural. Like the setting and her hair and all. Her picture was really pretty. But by far the worst picture was Heavenly. I said, the fuck is that? That was horrible. But anyway, Jackie was very happy, and I liked it. It was cool. The whole wedding ceremony situation went really well. Y'all know I love Cecil and Simone, and I like Cecil even more when that motherfucker pulled out them diamonds. I said, now the best way to get to me is a fur or a motherfucking diamond. And if you really want to get me to do some shit that can't be mentioned later on at a later date, give me a fur and a diamond. Woo, you can get it, honey. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful ring. Diamonds the whole way around. I said, Cecil, goddamn your soul. You fabulous. Fabulous. It was beautiful. Everybody looked nice. It was just good. It was good. It felt good. It was good. It was good. That was really good. That was a beautiful ending to what turned out to be a lovely trip. Let me talk about one last thing in Hawaii, and then we're gonna bring it on back to Atlanta. When they had the little conversation at the table, and they had actually approached every basic issue that they've gone through, that anybody was going through, and then they approached the Quad and Mariah thing. And Mariah started right in petty. She went right in petty. Petty. She was petty, pinnacle pedal, petty, honey. It was ridiculous. She just started right in, Quad, the fraud. I lose the Quad, the fraud. I said, oh, that's so grown up. That is so grown up. And then Quad's in her confessional. She's like, Mariah the liar. I'm like, oh, you both won't stop, honey. Stop. And Quad, don't you get down there throwing sand with her. You ain't got to be making up no rhymes to match that bullshit that she's trying to say to you. I'm going to give you one word that you call her, and then you move on. And that word is bitch. And then you just move on like you been. Fuck her. She's ridiculous. The argument is old. The bullshit she's talking is old. And then y'all all sit around, oh, well, Mariah this and Mariah that, and I don't like Quad for this, that, and the other. If you couldn't see with your own fucking eyes who is stuck in a time warp and who wants to continue with this motherfucking feud, then you really need to go get your cataracts checked. She's a miserable motherfucker. Miserable. And while we're at it, let's go on over to Atlanta, Georgia. As soon as we get back to Atlanta, Georgia, after this beautiful trip and everybody's in these zen places, because even Lisa apologized about calling Heavenly a drunk. I didn't believe it when she said it. I was like, I don't trust you because you and your husband are liars. But whatever, we will accept it. Soon as they get back, you see Lisa at the spa. Oh, I'm having a spa day with my friend. And now, so well, what friend is that? Here come old Gold Shoe. It's Mariah. And I even said, so she looks nice. Wig a little thick. I don't know why her wigs are all thick. Her weave's always thick in there, whatever. Anyway. That yaki hair and shit. Nobody wearing that. But she gets over there, and they're having this little spa day thing. And then all at once, it becomes the Bash Quad show. Really? I sat there literally in shock at the lows that came out of Mariah's mouth and how Lisa sat there co-signing. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Oh, yes, I can see that. Oh, yeah, I can see Quad doing that. Really? Really? Lisa, you need to try to keep up with the secondhand dicks that you are encountering. That's what you need to keep up with. Don't worry about what the fuck Quad is doing, okay? Or what Quad has done. All that bullshit. We had to pay her rent, and she was living in her car, and she dated my cousin, and my cousin was a drug dealer, and this, that, thing, and the other. First of all, this is the second or third time that's come up. How many more times you gonna tell that motherfucking cousin's business? If I was him, I'd blow your motherfucking head off, bitch. Keep on putting my motherfucking business out there. But, yeah, all of this. And me and Aiden did this, and me and Aiden did that. And I put her in contact with this person, and that. And she wanted to be part of this medical community, and this, that, thing, and the other. Now, let me ask you a question. All jokes aside, Mariah Huck, do you honestly believe that that makes you look good? You think that that makes you look good? talking about all of her past and all these things that she did that weren't good when she was supposedly a young girl. And then Lisa even, oh yeah, because my cousin knew her too. And she dated all the guys that had money and she did this and she did that. I have to say, all the shit y'all said about her, I ain't seen nothing wrong. But I really didn't. It looked like the life of a young black girl. It was what it was. How many of us haven't dated a drug dealer, bitch? Because I'm in the crew. I did it too. So now what? Who the fuck I'm supposed to date? A motherfucker that I gotta pay his way into the movie? Hell no. So all of these things, she only dated the guys with the money. Well, what the fuck? She was broke. Why the fuck she need another broke motherfucker? Sound to me like the bitch had good sense. That's what I got out of it. And then let's go. She's so motherfucking bottom of the barrel. Mariah, how did you meet her again? Because I'm sure you didn't meet her through your cousin. She met your cousin through you, right? So if she's a bottom of the barrel bitch, then that was you too, right? Because you wasn't just scraping down and just happened to run into her. Y'all were doing the same things, is what I would think. And Aiden is not Lauren's father. Who's Lauren's father, Mariah? You never shared that. What's his motherfucking occupation, bitch? Care to share? Since we're digging into people's pasts. And I would pretty much put money on it that the biological father, his past is probably a little seedy, and that's probably why you ain't talking about that. And I hope that Quad never stoops low enough to even go there. She need to just let that shit go. And let me say this. All the things that you said about Quad, I hope she ain't letting it bother her, because nobody gives a fuck. All those things you said that you did for her, you put her in contact with people in the medical community, you helped her get her job. Okay, you did all these things. So is she withholding to you for the rest of your life? See, because this is the things that I said about you. When everybody wants to attack me about why I don't like Mariah. Mariah proved it all to you right today on this episode. All the things I said about Mariah, what I don't like about Mariah, she's just like family members I have. Anything she does for you, you owe her for the rest of your motherfucking life. That's the type of bitch I don't want to do nothing for me. I don't want you to do shit for me. And the thing is, it's ridiculous. It's fine. That was great. Y'all were supposed to be sisters and really, really good friends and all of that. So you did these things for Quad. And that bitch flipped it and made it work. That's all she's guilty of. She was guilty of needing a handout. You gave her a handout, bitch, and she turned it into an empire. Well, if that's terrible, then throw the bitch in jail, because she did it. She fucking did it. She turned that fucking shit. You gave her a couple contacts, and now that bitch is just as much a part of that medical community as you are. She married well, just a fuck like you did. You gave her a spot in the show, and she took the whole motherfucking show off of you, you dumb bitch. Now she's the girl that everybody loves in the show. So yeah, to me, you threw all that shit out to try to make her look bad, but all you did was prove further that Quad Webb Lungsford is that bitch. She's that bitch. You threw her a nickel, bitch, and she ended up with $1, and that's why you're mad. That's why you're mad, and that's because you're a petty bitch. You're petty, and it doesn't even matter because she's too far gone now, and you can't get her back, honey, and you can't catch up. So you and that little chariot, that chariot you got with the broken wheels, girl, go on about your business. Anyway, moving the fuck on. Y'all on that bullshit. I can't wait to see the comments today. Can't wait to see them about what y'all think about how much I like Mariah. I don't like Mariah, and she showed you why. She ain't shit. And thank you very much. Moving on. Curtis, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? I like Curtis and I like Jackie. You understand me? But I like Jackie more than I like Curtis. And what Curtis showed me in this episode turned me off so bad. Curtis is older than Jackie, okay? And Curtis showed in this episode, I thought for sure, and I think some of it may be true, is medical, and Curtis wants his wife not to be sick and that kind of thing. So this is where a lot of the strife came from with do you work too hard and all of this. That's only a part of it though, because what I'm actually getting is Curtis wants what Curtis wants, and Curtis is used to controlling Jackie is what I'm getting. And that is the problem with a young woman dating an old motherfucker. Don't nobody need no another father. And that's what I saw. Curtis was so unforgiving. He was so not willing to bend. Are you kidding? Curtis, don't fuck around and lose your wife with that bullshit. Do not fuck around and lose your wife with that bullshit. And Jackie, you need to open your mouth and go ahead and share with him why it is that you work so much. Because you're not saying it. I just had this conversation with one of my kids the other day. You can't put some information out there and then don't and think that people are going to read your mind. No, you need to divulge all the information if you want to receive help. Jackie, tell Curtis what the problem is and then deal from there. Then you decide whether or not you're going to continue on with what Curtis's bullshit is or not. But I saw the exact reason why I never wanted to date an older man. I did it one time. And that was it. I don't need no another dad. I don't need no motherfucker trying to raise me to his hand. And neither the fuck do you. And that's what I saw. And it was so unattractive. It was so unattractive. Curtis, check that shit. Anyway, I'm done with this. It was a good episode, but it was very, very eye-opening. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.